It's all good.
And do you see the next screen?
Yes, Professor.
Okay, and now I will start. Okay. So, my plan of presentation, introduction, methodological framework, and research design. In discussion section, I will present features of metaverse, its origin and present status, and prehistory of the metaverse. Then I will discuss metaverse in music industry and education with collected data and questionnaire findings. So, introduction. The presentation examines the perspectives of music education within the emerging metaverse, along with Georgian music students' views on this issue. My proposed methodological and theoretical framework includes exploratory interdisciplinary method, futuristic using predictions. As a theoretical foundation, I use Herbert Markowitz media theory. From philosophy, posthumanism, from musicology, Wagner's Gesamtkunstwerk and Scriabin's multisensory concepts, from science fiction, Stevenson's and Gibson's ideas as research methods, conceptual analysis of metaverse forms, as well as scenario modeling of lessons through metaverse, and then data collection. So, discussion, the pictures of metaverse at its origin. So, metaverse is combination of Greek prefix meta, beyond, and the word universe, referring to a world that extends beyond physical reality. Combining these two words, we get metaverse. Unlike receiving information on a flat screen, the metaverse allows to enter immersive space. The metaverse is parallel universe where physical and digital realities merge. That can be used in social networking and work, online, gaming, shopping, education, live streaming, training, artistic activities, and so on. So everything in digital form, which is the core of metaverse concept. Metaverse can be experienced through computers, tablets, or smartphones, AR devices, and VR headsets. Metaverse as a form of extended reality varies according to the level of immersion, classified in 4 types. Let's discuss each of them. Type 1, it's a traditional screen-based experience where the real world is visible and virtual objects live within the environment while being interactive in real time. We can participate in a virtual events on web platforms. Type 2, augmented reality. It's a real world with digital overlays. You see the physical reality and digital objects are layered over it through devices like smartphone apps, tablets, or augmented reality glasses. Virtual objects do not interact with physical reality. Let it Type 3, mixed reality. This is also a combination of a real and digital world, but in this case, they interact.
We built a piano. So here I can just play a chord, or I can play the keys one at a time.
So it's a holographic piano rigged when you press its virtual keys. Type 4, virtual reality is fully immersive 3D digital environment where users are inside a fully simulated world and do not see physical world at all. Here we use VR glasses or headsets. After touching 3D objects, they respond to our touch. All these experiences are gateways to the metaverse.
It's the only place that feels like I mean anything. A world where the limits of reality are your own imagination.
All these experiences are gateways to metaverse, and as you see on the chart, there are different levels of immersion and different types of immersion. It depends on interaction type. So key features of metaverse, it's synthesizing nature. It has synthesizing nature. It's a hybrid realm. In terms of philosophy, it includes and unites European Renaissance humanism, idealism of German philosophy, post-humanism, Eastern philosophy. In terms of technology, it's also based on synthesis of multiple cutting-edge systems. So metaverse means also artistic and cultural synthesis of art fields, architecture, music, cinema, theater, and so on. That, of course, in digital way, that echoes Wagner's Gesamtkunstwerk. Metaverse is also based on socio-cultural synthesis. It's a transcultural stage. It merges cultures, identities, digital and real society. Metaverse is also synthesis of physical and virtual reality in the form of avatars. So metaverse status today. Today it's fragmented in separate platforms. Some of them you see on the screen, Meta Horizon, Roblox, Fortnite, and others. But fully realized metaverse as interconnected space does not yet exist. In 2021, Zuckerberg rebranded Facebook's parent company as Meta for supporting metaverse development. Now about prehistory of metaverse. In other words, I will talk about metaverse before metaverse. As every innovation begins as an idea, the ideas of metaverse have been long exist before the term existed. Let's overview the key predictions. In philosophy, Plato's allegory of the cave. Are we perceiving true reality or interacting with shadows and simulations? Humans mistaking shadows with reality is perhaps the earliest metaphor for a simulated experience. Also, Baudrillard's simulacra and simulation, a theory of hyperreality where simulations replace the reality. Also, Macklin's media theory that media itself has a stronger impact on us than the content it delivers. As well as metaverse is an idea impacts on consciousness strongly than metaverse activities. From literature, Borges's idea in his work Aleph about about the point containing all points, a metaphor for metaverse. Also, Robert Sheckley's mind swap, where a person's consciousness is transferring through bodies, much like metaverse avatars. Also, Philip Dick's simulated worlds in his works. Also, Stanislav Lem's novel, The Futurological Congress, that explores blurred boundaries between illusion and experience. William Gibson's Burning Chrome, where first time he uses the term cybersphere. Also, his Neuromancer, a shared virtual network where data could be experienced almost like a physical space. Also, Stevenson's Snow Crash, he coined the term metaverse, presented as a 3D virtual world. Also, Klein's Ready Player One, where people escape from problems in virtual game. Now, predictions from music. Berlioz, in his futuristic utopian essay Euponia, imagines telematic orchestra performances transmitted instantly across space, allowing to interact beyond geographical limits. Also, virtual concerts, Brian Eno's generative music, also concerts with avatars, for example, Hatsune Miku. From visual arts, when two-dimensional medieval European painting gave way to linear perspective during Renaissance, a more immersive experience. It was the first time. Then surrealist Salvador Dali's immersive world, René Magritte's hidden identities, also Namchin Pike's video installations, also Jeffrey Shaw's installations, The Legible City, where the visitor rides bicycles through a simulated city, and his web of life, where your hand becomes the key to creating a virtual world. From film and media, some examples are Tron, Matrix, and Ready Player One by Spielberg.
A whole virtual universe.
Let me take you on a trip around the world and back.
From architecture, Archie Grant's projects, for example, Ron Heron's Walking City, also Graz Art Museum, and also Zaha Hadid's orthogonal architecture. Metaverse in music industry and education. Music is one of the most dynamic areas within the metaverse. It can revolutionize the music industry, paradigms for music creation, performing, and distribution. Music in games is already proto-metaverse phenomenon. The metaverse offers platforms and tools for creating music collaboratively in virtual studios that can remove geographical barriers. Through the use of virtual reality and augmented reality, musicians can design virtual stages to participate in immersive transnational performances. Performers can appear as avatars and teleport across landscapes. So metaverse has potential to allow artists to reach global audience instantly. In metaverse, fans are no longer passive listeners. They become co-participants and co-creators of experience. So the imagination of blockchain technology and non-fungible tokens offers musicians new ways to distribute and monetize their music. And of course, there are some challenges, technical limitations, sound quality, and so on, and legal issues around copyright. In summary, metaverse has potential for revolutionizing the music industry, but now I will focus on educational potential of metaverse. So let's imagine a short scenario of metaverse-based music, typical lesson. Imagine borderless virtual class in 3D concert hall using headsets and haptic gloves. Avatars enter guided by AI assistants. Virtual instruments appear. Imagine interactive music theory lessons. Scales glow as paths, chords rise as holograms, and students walk through harmonic progressions. The teacher's avatar demonstrates chords in real time. Imagine ensemble practice, collaboration of students from various countries, from a virtual orchestra or band, and so on. Imagine cultural explorations through a metaverse. The class jumps to any chosen festival or concert in the world, and immersion gives opportunity to study national traditions from local musician avatars. Imagine also labs where students co-compose in shared virtual studio. Imagine also lesson ends with a virtual performance where avatar audiences react realistically. So key advantages of the metaverse are immersion, collaboration without borders, personalization, AI-tailored instruction, cultural exposure, and new forms of creativity. Now, a short video about how a person can use, for example, one particular app to study piano.
That's easy. Hopefully we can make it. This is why I love this app. It actually waits for me to start playing. It doesn't go further until I hit the notes correctly. And it even shows which fingers I'm supposed to use to hit them. That is amazing. That literally teaches you to position your hands correctly. Let's go for it. Oh my god. Yes! But for for now, I want to keep trying other songs. Carol of the Bells. This one I really want to play for you, even though it's not Christmas time. You know this, but it was written by Mykola Leontovich, which is a Ukrainian composer, and his song is world famous, translated to so many languages, but the original is a Ukrainian song, believe it or not. I mean, it's already August. Christmas is right around the corner. Cool. Now, what do you say if we tackle something in a medium difficulty? Let's see if we can play back. Red hand, red keys, blue hand, blue keys. This one is going to be beautiful.
Now about collected data that are based on questionnaire that was developed to examine 30 persons, students, to check their awareness and expectations regarding metaverse in music education. So it consists of 5 questions. First one, how familiar are you with the concept of metaverse and its potential applications in music education? And you see result on the screen. The second was, to what extent do you believe metaverse platforms can enhance traditional music learning? And you see result. The third question, what are the main advantages of metaverse in music education? They had to choose some of them. So you see the result. The fourth question, what are the biggest challenges in integrating metaverse into music education? And most repeated answers were unemployment, human robotization, loss of emotional connections, creative degradation, excessive passion for this practice, turning it into entertainment, and lack of comprehensive academic education. And fifth, do you think that metaverse will become a regular part of music education in the next 10 years? Why not, or why yes? The most repeated answers were 10 years are not enough to implement metaverse in education. It's financially impossible for it to become a universal practice. So I asked them not about Georgian case, because in Georgia, maybe it would be impossible after maybe 30 years, but totally broadly. Okay, so collected data shows that students are generally aware of metaverse and believe it can somewhat enhance music learning, especially by providing access to virtual instruments, immersive experience, increased creativity. However, they also express concerns about emotional loss and too many things. So my conclusions, the metaverse offers immersive, interactive, and global opportunities for music education, enhancing creativity, collaboration, and access to virtual instruments. Collected data shows that Georgian students see its potential in the future, as well as challenges. Anyway, metaverse is a fascinating phenomenon, but yet even more intriguing are the existential and philosophical questions it raises. From a philosophical point of view, it may hint a spiritual crisis of our civilization. A civilization is searching for some kind of shelter from globalized world marked by wars, spiritual emptiness, ecological disasters, and existential fears. So maybe metaverse is a shelter. What if metaverse is an attempt to escape from reality? A second take of the escapism of romantic era artists, only now in digital forms. As we know, romantics also escaped from reality. And what if it's a second stage of escapism? But if it develops in the future and perhaps changes its concept, its main goal should be to serve the improvement of humankind. Otherwise, we may simply carry our sins and egos into it, spreading our problems this time in cyber reality that will just duplicate the drama of our existence. References. I thank you for your attention. I will stop sharing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Gvantsa. Fantastic as always. A brilliant presentation. And now I think we are open for discussion if there is any question or comment. I think that we are all of us facing these challenges all around the world. And most of the latest researches that I saw was how to deal with the situation. And also here at the University of Pristina, we had some, as a professors, they obliged us